Dear sirs and madams, good afternoon. Our company, Growth Solutions, is pleased to introduce to you our view of your problem. I'll now address the word to our strategy expert.
Thank you. We are now going to present a context of the problem. TCS is present in China since 2002. It has expanded to the main cities. In the current business model, big enterprises have been targeted, offering them outsourcing at a reasonable price. We would like to highlight the use of low-wage labor. The main problem presented to us has been a growth issue, mainly due to commercial approach, local competitors, cultural differences, and the Chinese workforce. To face our growth issue, we have developed two solutions, one in the Chinese market and the other in human resources.
We concluded that the growth in China is currently stable, and there are many opportunities in terms of IT. There is a great potential, a low risk, and moderate competition, and so we divided the opportunities in terms of industry, regions, and segments.
Regarding the industries, the communications, financial services, manufacturing, and government industries are the ones who spend most in terms of IT. They will also be the ones that spend the most in IT in the near future. We have related that with the TCS strength to attract these industries, and we have come up with these 4 priorities. We believe that TCS can help a lot. For example, in terms of communication, we know that in the worldwide, communications need to be the first, and in China there will be increasing workflow and competition, and so TCS can help by providing innovation, improving brand image, and green label. However, we should bear in mind the long-term trends. We believe that healthcare, media and utilities industries will be big spenders in the future. We also believe that the small and medium enterprises will be big enterprises in China in the future. And also we believe that the green IT and cloud computing will be key elements to increase customer loyalty. Your proximity policy is effective among clients. And we believe that in order to expand, you should expand to new cities, namely Tier 2 cities. They have lower salaries and also lower turnover rate. We have listed 10 potential cities according to population, university, location and industries. Through this scorecard, we analyzed the various cities and concluded that Dalian, Xi'an and Nanjing are the perfect cities for you to approach in the next 5 years. In terms of segments, we analyzed various surveys and concluded that you should have different value propositions for big enterprises and small and medium enterprises. In terms of big enterprises, we believe that namely you should bet on innovation and green concerns. And now I'll address the word to our strategy expert.
For the new segment, TCS should create a long-term relationship with their clients because of their future value. You should also adapt to their specific needs, such as a low-cost service, mostly based in economies of scale. It's important to highlight the sharing of cultural values. The main factors that the global network delivery model will provide are their know-how, strong brand, worldwide services, and R&D. For this new market, we would like to introduce a complementary model, the local network delivery model. We came up with a new business model that gathers all of these suggestions. For this new strategy, we will need to address your human resources issues. Our expert will now explain the Blue Way strategy.
We have identified some human resource problems, such as the lack of suitable engineers, the lack of managers, the high turnover rate, and the Chinese mindset. To take out the most of this strategy, we recommend you to bring human resource expertise to the board. In order to solve the lack of engineers, we considered the following 2 alternatives. To decide which one to follow, we did a more careful analysis and conclude that the best one is to create our own stable workforce. Therefore, we advise you to hire engineers from Chinese universities. We are proposing this measure because 71% of engineers come from universities. Furthermore, the existence of foreign students is also an alternative. The university's approach is a main objective of 7,050 suitable engineers per year through some measures such as giving R&D programs and organizing seminar events. On the other hand, to improve our image near the students and give them a practical experience, we recommend you to create this competition using internet. We suggest you to redesign your careers website introducing interactive internet application, presenting TCS career program, and mainly the creation of an appealing slogan. We resumed know-how, wage and related costs, and Chinese manager in these scorecards, and we have concluded that hard Chinese manager is the best option. It means that in long-term view, your enterprise should reinforce Chinese hiring policy. In order to solve the lack of managers, we suggest you to introduce a new training and progression program where, according to the performance and the company needs, engineers have the opportunity to take China, Europe International Business School, MBA, and become a manager. To reduce turnover rate, we propose you 3 different approaches. It is important to enhance the team building mechanism, such as the TCS basketball tournaments, most played sport in China, and the TCS Engineer Innovation Challenge. It seems like a leisure time, but it is a key opportunity to invert China's mindset. Connected with the new training model, we also consider that you should open a new training center in China. Now our financial expert is going to present you the impact of our plan.
So let's first take a brief look at our implementation plan, where we have also estimated the costs. From our implementation plan, I would just like to highlight the expansion to tier cities in 2012 and 2013, and the establishment of the TCS training camp in 2011. Now that we have presented you our recommendations, it is important to see its financial impact. First, let's take a look at our assumptions, from which I would like to draw your attention to the way we calculated the revenues growth rates. So, to the market growth rate, we added the impact of our plan, which is a growth above the market. Moreover, we have also considered 3 different scenarios, and here we present you what we consider the most likely one. As you can see, we expect a sustained growth of EBITDA, resulting in increasing margins. Now, with this chart, we would like to show the evolution of the EBITDA margin in the various cases we have taken into account. Furthermore, we conducted a stakeholders analysis in order to understand which ones to pay more attention on. Therefore, we concluded that the Chinese government, the shareholders, and the Chinese workforce are the most relevant ones, and that especially the Chinese workforce will be the most difficult one to control. Finally, we analyzed the environmental forces and identified the following risks. Notice particularly the changes in customer demand and the possibility of Chinese workforce remains unsuitable. For these risks, we recommend the continuing of the bet in the emerging markets and our new human resources strategy. So, since we like to mitigate every possible risk, we have also defined an exit strategy. First, we could sell our presence in TCS China. Second, we could focus on other growing markets like Latin America. And finally, we could buy in the longer future a stake in a major IT Chinese firm.
It is now time to sum up our recommendation plan. You came to us asking how to tap the rising demand for outsourcing services and achieve high growth. Regarding the first point, it is essential to create a human resources strategy that aims to achieve 5,000 employees by 2014. Our main suggestions consisted of a better university approach and a new training center to solve the lack of skilled engineers, to have enough managers as you grow an internal solution, a more open attitude towards workers, team buildings, activities to adapt to Chinese mindset. Regarding the second point, to achieve the desired growth, we analyzed the Chinese market, its value proposition, the long-term trends, and the possible expansion process. It is our belief that TCS China will be able to make use of TCX experience and global brand, achieving sustained revenues and an increase of profits of 4-fold and 7-fold.
We hope you have enjoyed our presentation and look forward to work with you in the near future
in order to achieve the 2014 goals. Thank you very much.